Hello guys, today I am going to show you the quickest and easiest way to get the Umbral Eye of Marco the Axe. He is the Crimson Spectre that shows up after you've been in the Umbral for, a certain amount of time. To do this, you don't need any specific level requirements, you don't need a specific weapon or armor. You can even do it from, the moment you arrive at this spot. Essentially, where we're going to go is we're going to warp to the Sanctuary Vestige at, what is it called? I think it's the Pilgrim's Perch. Let me see. Yeah, so right now we are in the Pilgrim's Perch at the Sanctuary Vestige. That is basically the first area you go to after you first leave Skyrest. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to clear some of these enemies out. You don't need to. I just find it a bit easier after I've killed the ranged attackers. They can be kind of pesky. But that Umbral Eye is, I would consider, one of the best in the game, mainly because of what it can do when it is in your main socket. So as you can see, my head is actually glowing red. That's because I have the Umbral Eye in my main socket right now. And if we go ahead and take a quick look, the Umbral Eye of Marco the Axe, let me kill that guy first. Essentially what it does is when it's in your main socket, it will make you feared whenever you are in your cursed form. So whenever you're in the Umbral, you will be, considered feared, and you will have this red aura around your head. And basically what that means is these lesser enemies right here will now be afraid of you. They will not attack you, they will back away from you. So not only these guys, but also the remnants that have the hood on them that shoot the dread at you, those ranged guys, they will also be afraid of you and they won't attack you. This makes it way easier to traverse in the Umbral because these guys actually continually spawn. And if you're ever fighting the those moth thingies, I think they're called Wombs of Despair. If you're ever fighting them, I know it tends to be pretty difficult because you end up getting swarmed by all the remnants that they spawn. So this does make it a bit easier to travel in the Umbral, and also if you do want to put it in your second socket, your second lamp socket, it gives you an extra soulflay charge. So basically what we're going to do, we're about halfway there until he spawns. We are going to wait right up here. So once we are up here, he's going to spawn, and essentially we are going to fall onto this wooden beam. And once we're there, we're going to go ahead, I'll go ahead and I'll kill this ranged guy because he will cross map me if I don't kill him. Once we are on this beam, we're going to stay as close to that ledge as possible because when the Crimson Spectre spawns, he will try to follow us off the ledge. However, he won't do it. There will be a barrier stopping him from falling off of that wooden area. We ideally want him to be right here on this flat part. And he's going to stay there. He'll keep attacking. He'll keep trying to teleport to us. But normally he'll stay up there. And you'll want to do this decently quickly. So we'll essentially be soulflaying him off of that ledge onto the ground, and he'll take around 14,000 points of damage. To make this a bit safer and more consistent, I like jumping on to this beam right here. So here he is. He's here. He's spawned. So we'll wait for him to teleport down here. But we'll want to jump on that second beam right there, mainly because it makes the soulflay a bit more consistent. Technically, you can soulflay him from that wooden beam. It's just a bit more risky because there's a chance you can soulflay him onto the beam itself and he'll one-shot you. So all you need is a soulflay charge to do this. I recommend having more than one soulflay charge because sometimes you won't pull him far enough. But once he's right up here, you can go ahead and you can soulflay him off, and he'll take around 14,000 points of damage, and all you need to do is a little plummeting strike on him, and that will kill him. So since I've killed him a good amount of times, I don't know how many souls it's going to give me. Generally, when you kill him, you will get around, I don't know, like 13 to 15,000 souls. So it's a decent soul farm. You'll also receive that Umbral Eye, and every time you'll kill him, you'll get about 5 Umbral Scourings. So now that he's dead, we can kind of roam a little bit freely. Even though that red eye is still there, we'll still be earning 3 times the amount of vigor that we normally would. And after about, I don't know, 5 minutes or maybe even less, or around 3 minutes, another one will spawn, another Crimson Wraith will spawn, and you can just do the same thing again. You can fall off here once he spawns, and as he's up there, you can either roll to that other beam, or you can, I like to run and jump to it. You just have to be a bit precise about it. I would practice it a couple of times. And once he's on that very edge right there, you just want to soulflay him off. Sometimes it doesn't work on the first time. You'll pull him, but he won't fall all the way off. So I suggest having the Umbral Vertebrae in your inventory just to recharge your soulflay. But once you pull him off, he will take around 14,000 points of damage, and all you'll need to do is a plummeting strike on him, and that should kill him. That's basically it. If your health gets too low before then, you can always run over to the Vestige and use your crucifix to heal yourself. Even if he has spawned, I know it normally doesn't let you use your crucifix, but all you have to do is walk in proximity to the Vestige, and the eye on the right side will close, and you'll be able to use it and heal yourself. But yeah, that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoy the Umbral Eye. Go ahead and like and share before the devs inevitably patch this. Thank you.